Hey y'all. I ain't got no. Alright. Let's see. I can't take nobody, but hey y'all. It's Christian Shields here, founder of My Secret's Purpose. And it's time to walk into your purpose. Y'all listen. If you're watching this on replay, comment replay. Please comment replay for me. And listen, at first I wasn't even gonna come on here, but I was like, okay, this is just so strong. I need to come on here and I need to share this because I'm about to help y'all out. I am about to help somebody out there that is in waiting. You've been waiting a very long time. Not only have you been waiting a very long time, but you have been given so much to do. You have been given so many ideas, so many dreams, so much direction has already come your way, but you have not done it. So that's who I'm talking to today. Hopefully my battery don't die because I just got the notification. So I'm going to get this out and I'm going to try to say it slow so that y'all can really hear me and catch on to this. So listen, the reason why I'm about to help somebody out today is because a lot of times you're making it way too complicated. You're making what you have to do and what your purpose is and what your position in life is. You're overcomplicating it because you'll hear something and then you'll replace it thinking that it meant something else. I started to write a status the other day that said, don't judge how you heard something because that just might be how it needs to be done. But I didn't post it because I was looking at it. I was like, oh, that's stupid. People not going to get that. People not going to understand my thoughts because sometimes the way I think it doesn't always, I feel like people can't understand it sometimes. So I don't post things like that. But this is for you if you have been in a position, in a place where you've created something, you're working on something, and you put it down and you have stopped. You stopped working on it. You walked away from it. You're occupying your time with other things. You're replacing the work that you need to do with something that is easier for you to do. If you are doing that right now, I am here to let you know that it does not matter that you decided that you were going to stop it. It does not matter that you decided that you were going to put it to the left. Go back and pick it up. Mila, you had a website. You had something you were doing financial advice before. Go back, pick it up. If you had something that you were doing before, you need to go back, pick it back up. So what that you didn't see the traffic that you wanted? So what? And I'm just calling out different things. So what that it seemed like nobody was paying attention? So what that it seemed like somebody else was over there doing it better than you? Because the idea is somebody is looking at you and thinking those same people that you're looking at, those people are looking at you like they do it so natural. They do it so well. How do they do that? So it's something in everybody that everybody is looking at. It's something in everybody that you can only do. Nobody can do it like you. Nobody can create anything like you. Nobody can. And it's so crazy because now it's around this time for me to like wrap things up, and I'm working on this project because it happens to me too. And I'm working on this project. I'm thinking about with this conference this year, we're focusing on self-care, balance, and business. And I'm not trying to throw a promo in there. I'm telling you how I got to that. How did I get to that? Because back in September, I had the first conference. In October, I lost my grandmother and I lost me too. Did y'all hear that? So with that being said, I had to learn how to come back, how to reboot myself, and actually I had to put everything on the table and say, look, I got all this stuff created. I've invested all of this into this, right? I did all of this. I'm doing work. I'm studying long hours. I'm reading books. I'm showing up to this. I'm going here. I'm promising this. And I was running myself raggedy and thin. The reason being is because I felt like I had to be and do all of this stuff in order for something to actually go, in order for something to be successful, in order for something to make it. But let me tell you what the secret was. The secret was this. I ended up stopping and becoming unavailable to everything. I had nobody else to face. It was just me and God. 100. That was it. It was me and God, because in that moment, nobody could help me from that place. Nobody could pull me back from that place. Nobody could tell me anything that could make me feel better. Grief hit hard as a mug, okay? Grief came so hard, it blew me. It shook me on everything. And I was like, I'm just going to sit my secret purpose on the side. I was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to do this. Yeah, not right now. I can't pick it up. I can't help nobody right now because right now I'm grieving. That was me. I can't help nobody right now because I don't feel well. I can't help nobody right now because I don't feel like right now that that's what I should be doing. I had every excuse in the world to stop. I had every excuse in the world to give up, to quit, to give up and quit, y'all. I'm not joking. I had every reason that I possibly could just to do it. Because the one that I wanted here, the one that I wanted to view, the one that I wanted is no longer here anymore. So that shook me. But let me tell you what happened. See, this is how God sends reminders. This is exactly how he sends reminders. People start sending me text messages and was like, hey, we haven't seen a video in a while. Hey, girl, I'm missing your motivation. I'm missing your inspiration, because this is what happens when you decide to put something down and it's really for you. It's really your purpose. It will come back and it will start tapping you on the shoulder. You'll start getting reminders that this is what you're supposed to be doing. You'll start getting reminders that say, wake up. You'll start being woke up in the middle of the night and wee hours in the morning because your body can no longer rest through the night because it's time for you to get back to work. Y'all, some of y'all understand exactly what I'm saying. Y'all understand exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: it does not matter that you put it down, that you stopped, or whatever you thought that you were getting ready to just walk away from. Go back. Pick it up. It's time to move it forward. And it doesn't matter. It's not about taking a look at yourself and you judging yourself and seeing that you are worthy or incapable of doing it. Your judgment on yourself means nothing right now. How you view yourself, the judgment part. Everything that you judging, and for every reason that you say you can't do it right now, that means nothing. That means absolutely nothing. You want to know why? Because your purpose comes stronger. It intensifies itself. It causes commotion within your body. It begins to wake your brain waves up. It begins to start coming through other people. It begins to talk to you through the things around you. You'll begin to have to go back and start reading different things. You'll start being exposed to different things. You'll start going into places and people were waiting on you. Come on, somebody. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So for you all that are sitting there and are in the waiting game, and you think you're waiting on this magic moment to happen and to embrace yourself and for you to walk into your purpose, you are stopping yourself. Because the only thing that's called forth for you to do is to take action. That's what's called for you to do. Do you realize that half of these people that you are looking at and seeing and believing that they are so much further than you, the difference between them and them getting to their promise or getting to their purpose is because they decided to take action. It's because they decided to actually get to work. However they seen it. That's how they start doing it. A lot of us don't start off as strategists straight off the top. We don't start. How do you think we get that gift? It comes naturally. A lot of us don't start off being able to know how to do something. It's a vision. We start visualizing things, and then that's how we start carrying things out. We start imagining things, and that's how they start being carried out. We start hearing things, and that's how they start being carried out. Y'all following me? So that's why I say I'm trying to help you. If you're waiting, if you put your stuff down and you haven't gone back to pick it up off the shelf, that is why. It can't go without you. It can't move without you. It can't happen without you. That's the beauty about this thing. It cannot move without you. It can't go. So really quick, like I said, real quick, it still got to come through you. You still have to do it. And some of you all are masking it. You're masking what you're supposed to be doing because it may be a little bit painful. It may be hard for other people to accept the new you. It may be hard for people to understand the better you. It may be difficult for them to start seeing you different. And so you decide you're going to hold up on yourself for the sake of others. So you decide that you're not going to move forward because you're going to wait until you got them on your team. You're going to wait until they all in agreement with you. You're going to wait until it all makes sense to you. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. You have to go even if you're going by yourself. You have to move even if it doesn't make sense, because that's you growing. That's you entering into a world that is uncomfortable. I'm not even going to lie to you. It doesn't feel good. But you know what? The great part is that you probably at a place where you can start realizing that, no, this is just new territory. It's uncharted by you. You ain't walked on this ground before. You ain't watered this ground before. You ain't been in there before. So it's okay if you walk in with your hands up. It's okay if you walk in and you don't know what to do. It's okay if you're not 100% sure. It's okay if you don't know if this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing, because in that moment you surrender yourself. And that's what we're looking for. It's total surrenderance in that moment, because it's not about you. It's about the impact. It's about the people that need to hear you. It's about the people that only you can reach. That's what it's about. So if you are sitting and you are waiting, and you ain't listening. Sometimes sometimes the hold up and the breaks are so little. They be so little. They be for little things. They got the same colors as me. They said the same thing as me. They'll keep their words sound like something I would use. They be so small. Our hang-ups be so small. They are so small and minute. It's not even, those hang-ups aren't even comparison to what you enter into. Those hang-ups, some of you all, this is your breakthrough moment, and I don't want you to miss it. This is your moment to start receiving some things, because you've already been crying long enough. You've been waiting long enough. You've been trying to keep yourself together long enough. You've been trying to make sense of it long enough, and this is the time, and you are paused. Because it feels like you should do something else, because doing something else is easier. So if you're there and you're in that place, that is actually the moment where you actually do it. You push. That's the moment you push and do it anyway. You keep doing it just how you seen it. You keep doing it just how it came to your mind. You keep doing it just how you heard it. You keep doing it just like it was in your dream. You keep doing it just how it was in the message. You keep doing it. You do it anyway. You do it anyway. And what you start realizing is that where it used to be hard for you to push, it starts being lighter for you to push, and it gets easier, and then you're able to walk into it. That's how it goes. And if I'm helping somebody, tell me, y'all, because I need to know that helps me. It definitely helps me. But the overall thing here is this: go back and pick it up. It's time. It is time for you to push. It's time for you to push. It's time for you to do it. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to make it. It's time for it to come to life. It's time for it to be manifested. It's time for it to become true. It's time for you to believe it. It's time for you to start wondering again. It's time for you to start hoping again. It's time for you to start having faith again. Because remember, faith never left if you still have an idea of it, right? Now it's that work part that you have to do. So it's time for you to get back to work. It's time for you to write them emails, send that text message, answer that phone call, follow back up, go into that place. It's time for you to do it. It's time for you to apply for that job. It's time for you to write that grant proposal. It's time for you. It's time. It's time. It's time. Because it has to come through you. So listen, y'all, I'm done being serious. I just appreciate y'all watching me today. I ain't paint my eyebrows on and just hers whatever to this weather, y'all. Yes, whatever to the weather. But I appreciate y'all for watching today, because it's definitely time for you. It's definitely time for you. And I don't listen, this is for whoever grabbed it in their heart. That's how that works. That is exactly how that works. So thank y'all for watching. Share this video and let me know if it helped y'all. For real, because that helps me. Peace.